Hey everyone, Shaedow here, and welcome to another Marvel Contest of Champions video. So it's Season 8, and this is War number 9, and we're going up against an alliance called Deadly Instinct Savage Squad. Now, we just finished a week of Alliance Quest, so Alliance Quest is pretty much on cooldown, so I'm going to be able to use my normal Alliance War attackers in this war, but we are still more focused on Alliance Quest than Alliance War. But at least for now, I'm able to go in with my regular team. Now, we are still not encouraged to use items unless we want to. So, while we, will want to get a clear, get the boss down, that sort of thing, we're not going hard for the win. And that's a good thing because this season, so far, we haven't won any. I just find that kind of humorous. But anyway, so the first one up is a mutant, so of course I was going in there with Corvus. And it's a beast. Now, it didn't really matter who this was. I was going to go in there with Corvus anyway. Beast is very easy to fight. I cannot remember the last time I got caught by his Special 1 or his Special 2. Actually, that's not true. I do remember. I was actually fighting him, and I got distracted. Something happened, and I turned to look and got hit with his Special 1. That was the last time I got hit with his Special 1. Other than that, very easy to avoid as long as you're paying attention. So down goes that beast. And next up, this is going to be node number 19. And we have a Cosmic. Now, for these fights, the early fights, I was not using the Scouter Lens bot. Now, you can find a link to that bot in my description. It is a very useful bot, and I do use it later on. All right, so I decided to allow Starkey to get a little bit of play in here. And we're fighting Black Bolt. I actually like Black Bolt. I want to get a 5 or a 6-star Black Bolt if I can. He's actually pretty nice. But fighting him, fairly easy. His Special 1, very easy to evade. Very similar to Vision's Special 1. His Special 2 can catch you if you're not being very careful. But he takes damage from it. It's great to bait that out. You just have to evade back, range it out, and you're fine. But we didn't push him there. He didn't last that long against Starkey. All right, so next up, we've got the Poison node, node 25. So this is why I bring Iceman. So of course I'm going to use him. And it's Wasp. Now, if my Iceman were awakened, she would have Cold Snap on her from the beginning, and I wouldn't have to worry about her evading. But since this Iceman is not awakened, what I had to do is I had to bait out her Heavy, or a Special will work. She gets that cooldown, and she can't evade, like you see up there. She can't evade while that is on cooldown, unless she has that synergy that allows her to do that. And so once I hit her with my Special 1, get the Cold Snap on her, no more evades. And for war, since defensive, the synergies don't work, you never have to worry about that with Wasp. So if you're fighting Wasp and you get, bait out her Special 1 or her Heavy, her Special 2, I have not been able to evade that one. But the Special 1 and the Heavy, get it on cooldown, and then you can fight her until off cooldown, and you don't have to worry about her evade. All right, so now we've made it to 46. As you can see, I didn't have any energy. Boom, now I've got 5 energy. It's a new day. And I still do that because it makes it easier for me to edit when I just have to edit this one last piece versus me inching up every time I have energy. All right, so we're fighting Thor Ragnarok, and I did use the Scouter Lens bot for this. And that's why I decided to go in here with my Corvus. Now, this guy can be a pain. You've got to watch his hit counter. All right, when he gets up to 20, he's going to get a power gain, as you see there, and you have to hit him with a special to stop it. And it only does it, if you have a multi-part special, it only stops the power gain when you do your last hit of the special. That's important to note, because there have been times where I didn't time it correctly and he got to his special 3 even though I hit him with the special. All right, so just something to bear in mind. All right, now we're going to be fighting a Cyclops, and the reason that I went in here with Corvus instead of Starkey is because I forgot that I already had a mutant mission. I fought Beast first thing, but at the time, you know, there's a new day. He was already down. I wasn't going to go looking back on my video. I could have. And I was like, did I get a mutant mission? Maybe I did. And I said, never mind. I'll just go ahead and use him anyway, just in case. All right. So now we've got Mordo. And I'm using Corvus again against Mordo. I started to use Corvus against Mordos. I seem to do a little bit better. Now, I could have attacked him. I've been practicing a little bit with his timer. You know, so you can stun him and hit him right as he's coming out of his stun, and you don't get astral evaded. It takes some practice. I've done it quite a few times, but on Bane in war, usually that's not the time you want to experiment. So we just went ahead, fought him as usual, baiting out his specials and his heavies. You know, when he gets that power gain, he's going to play extremely defensive. He's going to turtle. And you just need to have him up against that wall, hit him with a heavy. Some heavies actually work even if he's not against the wall. If you have a heavy that ranges, he will dodge back one time, and then you'll hit him with the rest of your heavy. So that can be useful as well. All right, so now we're up against the mini boss here, and it's Yondu. I love fighting Yondu. Basically, you bait out his special 1, and you win. You don't want to take a lot of blocked hits unless you are bleed immune, because he can bleed you through your blocks. Corvus does not take any damage from bleed as long as he has his glaive charges up. So I can do that. Now, you also cannot parry this guy except on his medium dash. So bear that in mind as well. You see right there, no parry, but as long as I wait until he dashes at me, I can parry him. So right here, I'm just baiting out his special 1. Like I said, you don't want to deal with his special 2. That's why people place him on this particular node. That special 2, ugly. I cannot evade it. I'm sure others can evade it. I'm not one of them. Starkey, if I used him, that would be a good option there, because he would be able to handle that sometimes. All right, so that is my path. No items used, no deaths. But again, we're not going really hard on this. So all that's left is to find out how we did. And here we go. We will find out how we did in this war. You can see we are gold 1, and we did lose this one as well. And I believe that participation was very low, so that may change in the future. But click like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you thought about this video. And you guys have a blessed day.